Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Thursday.
Welcome to the Thursday video, and welcome to a video that we are calling BOLO or NOLO.
I feel like we need to have it in that game show.
I know. I almost wanted to
a crowd of people.
I almost wanted to make the layout of this almost like a game show or something. So today, we're talking about how, just because a brand is a BOLO for someone doesn't mean it's a BOLO for everyone. And also, just because a brand is a NOLO for someone
doesn't mean it's a BOLO for the other person. So these are our 5 examples. 5 from me, 5 from Jack, of brands that I can sell that he wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, and brands that he can sell in 2 days that I cry when I see them.
So what we're trying to prove here is take everyone's BOLOs and NOLOs that they point out in videos or on Instagram with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Have your own experiences with brands. Ones that people say are NOLOs, maybe still give them a try. Ones people say are BOLOs. Does not mean to grab everything and to always pick it up when you see it.
The overarching theme of this video is pick anything up you want at the bins.
Yes.
Always get everything, if it's new, if you're not sure, for as cheap as you can possibly get it.
And try to have your own experiences and form your own opinions about them. There's nothing wrong with sharing them with other people or listening to other people's, but definitely don't take even ours.
Don't take these words
super
as holy.
direct.
Definitely not.
Before we jump into today's video, I did want to remind you guys, I know we mentioned it at some point, but let me just remind you, we probably didn't say much about it, but this Saturday at 8 p.m. our
Central
time.
Standard
I'll
Time.
put other time zones down here. We're going to be doing a live What Sold Saturday.
A live Taco Bell What Sold Saturday.
Mukbang Taco Bell. It's been so long coming.
So excited.
Oh
I
my
get to sit on the bed and eat a bunch of Taco Bell and just chit chat.
Multiple of you guys have given us
things.
Taco Bell money that we're finally going to be putting to use.
Yes,
potatoes.
we are.
Are potatoes back yet?
Yes, they are.
Potatoes may be back. We'll have to report back to you on Saturday.
They have nacho fries.
But we're so excited to chit chat with you guys. You can ask us questions. You can just hang out. You can eat Taco Bell with us. You can eat whatever you want with us. Super excited.
I'm going to eat a lot of food.
And also, just wanted to let you know that we do have a second channel video going up tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be trying out some fun things.
Some little treats.
So you don't want to miss out on that either. So that's linked below. And also, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can join us on Saturday for a live.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. Tell your friends. Tell your mom.
Starting off with one of Ryan's BOLOs.
My first BOLO was Urban Outfitters. Specifically speaking, the Urban Outfitters like UO, Urban Outfitters Intimates, Out From Under, that kind of thing. The home brands, not the stuff they sell at the store that's other brands. I love them. I pick them up all the time. The dresses and the jumpsuits do really good. Shoes do really good. Sweaters do really good for me. I like to pay under $10 is kind of pushing it. But if I find a really cute new tag, little jumpsuit, I'd probably pay $9.99.
He likes them so much they were in the last video, which is his favorite.
Yes, they were.
His favorite of all time. So Urban Outfitters is a total NOLO for me. I actually never pick it up at all unless it's in the bins. And usually when I do find it in the bins, I will throw it to Ryan because I cannot sell Urban Outfitters at all, whether it be newer, cuter, the Urban Outfitters label, BDG label. Again, it could be on the website right now and I cannot seem to sell it. We went to the Urban Outfitters clearance section and found a bunch of really cute sweaters. Ryan sold out in about a week and I still have 2 left and I'm probably gonna end up giving them to him. I did sell a few of those, but that's a very rare occurrence for me. I do not like Urban Outfitters. I don't like selling it at all. I can't at all. I have had a few pieces get some interest, but they never end up selling. I don't even get lowballed. I just can't sell it. It's a NOLO for me.
So my next BOLO is Frank and Eileen. Frank and Eileen is the older cousin of Rails, which you will see later on this list. So they do a lot of linens, a lot of organic cottons. I think they're based out of California. Whenever I think of Frank and Eileen, I think of Grace and Frankie and those little button-down shoe wearers all the time. That's kind of what I think of. It's hippier, but a little more professional, a little more fitted. I love them. I think they sell for great money. I love picking them up at Goodwill. I'll pay $5, $6, $7, $8 even if I find a cute one. I think it is really good.
Yeah, and it's kind of a weird situation because Frank and Eileen is actually made in Italy. It's quite high end.
Oh yeah, it is made in Italy.
It's bougie and it's like the luxe version of Rails almost. But I cannot sell Frank and Eileen to save my life.
I get them all.
I do not like Frank and Eileen at all. It's a total NOLO for me. I've skipped it many times, honestly. And if Ryan's there with me, I'll give it to him and ask him if he wants it, or even if Nick was there, I'll give it to him. I even found a Paisley Frank and Eileen button up that was linen, and I posted a picture of it, and I was like, should I get it? And everyone was like, yes. People were like, that's a rare one. I've sold that one before for $60. It's such, like, everyone's gonna love it. Like, it'll do so good. And then so I bought it, and it did
Just so
terrible. I had it down to $20. It had 1 like. I had good pictures. Nope, nothing. Couldn't move, couldn't do anything. I've tried it twice. Does awful. I totally skipped Frank and Eileen.
Okay, so my next BOLO is Everlane. Parentheses besides jeans. So Everlane jeans.
We can agree that Everlane jeans are total BOLO. So that's not what
they sell
Ryan's
very
talking
well
about.
in our experience. But the clothing, the tops, the bottoms, the dresses, the shoes, everything else. The shoes do amazing. I love finding Everlane shoes.
Well, I can agree with shoes.
Yeah, only found them a couple of times, but like they sold very fast. I love selling the tops. I think the men's pieces do really well. I think it's really good. Speaking on men's, it's really good to pick up because it's a little bit more modern fit. So it's not like your dad's dress clothes, but like they look a little bit more professional. And they're not that expensive, and they're so comfortable. I have a couple Everlane pieces, and I wear them all the time. The dresses do really good. I love picking up the women's tops. I think it has a really good following, so I'm willing to pay $5, $6, $7 for them.
So for me, I can agree that the Everlane jeans and Everlane shoes do fantastic. Like, they do amazing, whatever. Those are great. For me, I cannot sell Everlane clothes that well. I definitely don't skip them like I do with the other things on this list, but I cannot do it well. I would never pay up for it. When I list it, it often gets 1 to 3 likes. I even had like you saw it in what sold, because I actually had luck with 1 piece from them, but an Everlane like cropped trench, it had 2 likes I think when it sold, so in my opinion that was just luck. But anything like that, I just can't do well with it. It's almost like a Madewell situation for me, where I just, I don't know if it's too plain or what, but I can't sell it. Again, I will pick it up, but it's kind of a NOLO for me. Less of a NOLO than some of these other ones, but I don't have the best luck with Everlane.
Okay, so my next BOLO is Champion, specifically spell out Champion. I'm talking like the Target C9, the like Urban Outfitters PacSun like big logo Champion, or even like the vintage spell out stuff does amazing for me. I love picking it up. I love selling it. I'm so tempted to keep all of it.
Even the logo, like just the patch logo.
Yeah, those little like, or even if it has like a school affiliated with it and the little logo is just on the C or on the sleeve, I'll pick those up. I love them.
So I actually, last time I went to the bins, I found a whole pile of like really good spell out Champion. Like, one had logos all over it, and it was like a crop t-shirt sold at Urban Outfitters. One had Champion across the chest. One, like, good Champion. Did terrible. I can't sell it. None of them have any likes. Champion is awful for me. I don't like the vintage stuff. I don't like the new stuff. I don't like the Urban Outfitters stuff. For me, Champion's a total like Play-Doh's, give it to them situation.
Or if I find it in my size, if he finds it in my size.
Yeah. I often give it to Ryan because I can't sell Champion. The only thing I'd try at this point is if it was like the school varsity spell stuff, just because that's trendy, not because it's Champion.
Or last time we were at the bins, one of our little bins buddies found a Champion Cinnamon Toast Crunch hoodie, which like if you find weird Champion, and I have a friend that is an Instagram seller that finds weird Champion all the time, and that is big money. It was like, there was something for like $250.
Yeah.
So like if you find it, give her a Google.
For my opinion, Champion's a NOLO. I guess I'd get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch stuff, but...
Okay, I'd want to keep that though. Like cereal?
No.
Love.
It's a NOLO for me.
Okay, so my next BOLO is one of my personal favorite brands. I've loved them since I was like 14, 15 years old. They're American Apparel, or now they're called Los Angeles Apparel due to company changes and things like that. And either of those two do amazing. I love picking up their tennis skirts do really good. Their jean skirts do really good. Their disco pants still do amazing for me. The pattern stuff, they have like some vintagey inspired like Hawaiian floral prints that do really well. Their shoes are amazing. If you ever find the American Apparel denim backpack, oh my God. Like, that is a collector's item now, because they don't make them anymore, I don't think.
So American Apparel, no matter what label it is, I can't sell it worth crap. It's a total NOLO for me. There's American Apparel jeans, which Ryan sells all the time. American Apparel, like, you can tell when it's, like, American Apparel, like, the good label versus the, like, the stuff that they just print on demand for people.
Yeah.
I can't sell any of it. It can be the total, like, good American Apparel. I bet even if I found the backpack, I couldn't sell it. So,
oh, no, I'd be taking the backpack.
So,
the backpack
again, I passed it to Ryan. It's a NOLO for me. I never sell American Apparel. I've tried it maybe twice because Ryan does have really good luck with it. Nope, can't sell it.
If you find the white American Apparel tennis skirts, oof.
So let's move on to my bolos.
My NOLOs.
And these are all bolos for me, even though Ryan would totally skip them. I actually get very, very excited to find them. So the first off is Rails. Like we said, Rails is like the cheaper version of Frank and Eileen, but I absolutely love selling Rails. Anytime I have it, it sells super fast. I've had a few pieces take a while, but they always end up selling. I always sell it for like $45 to $60 just for a flannel. Rails is worn by like tons of like celebrities. It's on TV shows. It's sold on Revolve. I love Rails. I even have one for myself. It just sells really well, and I love finding it.
I cannot sell it for anything. I found a new Botanic Anthropology Rails piece. It was $140, and I sold it for I think $40. I just
and that was like your best one.
No, literally. Like the other ones are like $20, $30. Like I don't know what it is. I just can't sell them.
And I can sell them.
And it's
crazy.
like
I love them.
And like to do a little experiment, I copied Jack's title, not his description, for like Rails, and I still just could. It just sat. Like I just gave it to him. It was like here.
And I sell them like crazy.
You really do.
Next up, one of my bolos that was on a long time ago, a bolo list, probably when I was doing them on my own. I love this brand. It's called Vixx, or it might be VIX, because it does, I think, stand for something, or it's like Vixx by someone.
Some designer.
But Vixx makes a lot of swimwear and a lot of swim covers. And oh my gosh, when I find a Vixx swim cover especially, I get so excited. That means it's going to be like $60 into my pocket.
I shed a tear.
I absolutely love Vixx. It sells super well, and I don't really know why. I know it's like a Revolve brand, and it is very expensive retail, but I actually usually sell it like within a week or two, and I love it.
I can't sell it all. I had two of the Nordstrom, well, I arbitraged two swim tops from a Nordstrom Rack clearance sale many moons ago, and I couldn't sell them at all. I think I sold one in a bundle for like $20, and the other one I took to a consignment store. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I just can't sell it. I don't know why. I think swimwear, I do really good with like Mara Hoffman, like the Ted Baker swimwear. I think that kind of falls in my category of like hippie floral and low-key impulse buy kind of situations versus yours is a little bit more.
I would do those ones as well, but I love Vixx. Next up is one called Reese. This has also been on a bolo list before, and it's an absolute bolo for me. Reese is a really high-end, like, luxe brand. They make sweaters, they make dresses, they make lots of different things. It's
very professional.
R-E-I-S-S. I have sold, like, boring Reese. I have sold interesting Reese, like printed Reese. I have sold sweaters. I have sold dresses. They always get tons of likes. I absolutely love Reese. My best resale was literally just like a puffed sleeve black dress, pretty plain, and it had tons of likes.
For like $190?
That was like $115 or something.
It was good.
I love finding Reese.
This one has a little caveat. If I find like, some beautiful floral something, I'm probably gonna keep it, but anything else, I'm like, I don't want this. I think that's the difference between our closet and Vixx. Is mine's a little bit more like...
But it's weird, because like Ryan said, like we could copy each other's titles and descriptions.
You could copy mine.
And I wouldn't sell any of his, and he wouldn't sell any of mine.
I can tell you that.
So my next one is one that Ryan literally has handed to me multiple times. He's even purchased it before, tried it out, and then gave it to me.
I hate it.
Equipment. So I really like equipment. Yes, I will admit that some of the like more plain silk tops are a little harder to sell,
They're not as good as they used to.
I can usually sell them pretty well still. They don't keep their value as much as they used to, but like equipment, sweaters I love to sell. Printed equipment I freaking love. I can sell it for like $100. But I can also sell the plain ones. I think in the summer, I sold a black silk equipment blouse, plain as Jane, like literally so plain, for $115.
We've lost all the Jane viewers now. They're like, I'm not boring.
But yeah, I love equipment, plain silk, sweater, top,
I can't sell it at all. I have one or two listed maybe, and like it does get a lot of attention, but like I never get any offers. Nobody ever responds to any of my offers. Like nobody wants it, and I found the cutest equipment sweater. It was like, I don't remember what pattern it was, but I remember it was, it was like a purple and red plaid sweater, and I was like,
right at the beginning of fall.
It was like it was like October, like right around like Halloween, going into the holidays, and it sat.
So then beginning of January, Ryan gave it to me.
I was like, here, take this. And like, I see all the time other people be like, oh, I sold their knit stuff for like $100 up. I'm like, I had mine down to like $40. and nobody wanted it.
And now I have it listed for over 100 and it's getting likes.
Yeah.
It hasn't sold, but it's getting likes. And so my last one that I freaking love to find is Stuart Weitzman, and I'm talking about, since we're talking selling ourselves, I'm talking about newer Stuart Weitzman, so like cutesy kind of Stuart Weitzman, maybe like knee-high boots, maybe like sandals, but the stuff that you can tell is newer, that maybe has some kind of interesting flair to it, like embroideries or flowered, like floral patches or embellishments. I love selling it, and like you saw in our top 10 sales of 2020, I can actually sell Stuart Weitzman for quite a lot.
Yeah, that little $348
and it gets a lot of attention for me.
I know.
And I do really like finding newer Stuart Weitzman.
I don't. I'm not gonna say if I found a pair of the Ariana Grande Stuart Weitzman boots in the bins that I wouldn't sell them myself. And it's like, I think if they were cute enough, I would sell them. I wouldn't sell them for as much. I list them for like $100, which is like.
And then probably end up bringing them to like Style Encore.
Yeah, honestly, I would get them if I thought they were really cute. But most of the time, I'm like, here, take these. I don't want them. Like, I don't want to sell them.
Whereas I would get very excited to find a cute pair.
Yeah.
Those are my 5 bolos, and those were Ryan's 5 bolos, and vice versa. Those were my 5 nolos and Ryan's
we went on my 5 nolos.
I'm just gonna pop in here for 1 second. Ryan's at class. He'll be right back in the video. I did some research on Instagram. I put into my stories polls on what other people thought of the 10 brands that we just covered, and I'm gonna report to you the percentages of what people consider them to be bolos or nolos. So first off, Urban Outfitters, we had a 21% saying it was bolo and 79% saying nolo. Frank and Eileen, we have 68% saying bolo and 32% saying nolo. Everlane, everything besides jeans, people have an 83% rate of saying bolo and 17% of people said nolo. For rails, we had 69% of people saying bolo and 31 saying nolo. For Champion logo items, it was literally split 50-50 nolo and bolo. American Apparel, only 14% said bolo and 86% said nolo. For Stuart Weitzman, newer pieces, 85% said bolo and 15% said nolo. Equipment, 83% said bolo and 17% said nolo. And last but not least, Vixx, VIX, 63% said bolo and 37% said nolo. So that is all my research. Since obviously we're clearly split on all these brands, please let us know what you think about these brands. And like we said, be weary of people's bolos and nolos, but at the same time, I mean, you can take people's advice, but form your own opinions.
Get them at cheap prices if you're worried about it, or if you want to try something, go to the bins.
My rule is always, if you're trying something out for the first time, even if it is someone's bolo, make sure you don't pay much for it. Never pay
less than $5. If
never pay up when you've never tried it before. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know what you thought, and be sure to subscribe. We're gonna do a live on Saturday. Live until Saturday. Also, on the second channel tomorrow, we're gonna have a video going up, so be sure to check that out. Yes, we are.
It's fun.
Be sure to check out our second channel tomorrow for a fun video. And yeah, that's all that we have for you today, so goodbye.
Goodbye.